together so they can try things. Young Politics Podcast so that you can try things. Now we will stop singing so that we can all now try this.
Hello and welcome to Now Try This, the podcast where two best friends get together every week to talk about their frickin' favorite things. I'm Marcus, that's Nick.
Hello! We're here to talk about our favorite
Favorite things.
What a great and oblique callback to the show we are doing today, because today was my challenge, because that's how this podcast works. One of us loves something. We're obsessed about something. We really want a friend to participate in the thing that we're doing, so we challenge the other one to do, read, watch that thing. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Yes,
this week was my
100%.
week. So last week was a tough episode because it was our Patreon episode, powered by you guys at patreon.com/nowtrythiscast. And sorry, I realized I had a candy in my mouth.
And
took it out,
pause
so I
for
took it out.
gum.
Well, it was a cough drop.
A cough drop. You
didn't
can't.
wanna cough
Your
during the
mouth isn't
podcast.
big enough to handle talking and a cough drop.
It was small. It is, but there was
so it was
down to
moving
that little
around
thing,
in
so-
there too much.
And as I was talking, I heard a tick, 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 tick,
Mhm,
tick, tick,
mhm.
tick, 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 tick. Anyway, last week we did March Comes In Like a Lying. That was brought to you by you guys, specifically Old Man Rom. Thank you so much for being a patron and suggesting that show. But it was a tough watch because it dealt with some deep, depressing issues. So I thought, let's get something real lighthearted and real fun up in the mix. And this week we are reviewing Netflix's The Perfect Match. But
Mhm.
before we get to that, Marcus, what are we doing next week?
Next week, we are doing The Color Purple, which is our winner from the Patreon fan challenge. We wanted to buffer in the depressing stuff.
I don't know. Have you ever watched the movie like when you were a kid or anything?
I never watched the movie, but I watched the musical on Broadway.
Oh, okay. Well, then you know what it is. You understand. Great. Cool.
Yes. It's going to be sad. I'm going to cry, but it'll be fun. It'll be a good time.
Okay. Well, I actually know nothing. I know Oprah's in it. I know Cynthia Erivo was in the Broadway, and that is the extent of my knowledge of what The Color Purple is. So I'm really excited to get into that. Again, powered by patreon.com/nowtrythiscast. T is the one that suggested it, and he is in the chat right now, and he is saying there is also humor. We'll see, T.
We'll see. We'll see. I want to
We
know
will
the
see.
laugh-cry ratio of any movie I watch.
Ooh, we
Mhm.
should start doing that.
Yeah,
Marcus. We
let's
should
make
start-
a website. Laughcry.com.
No. Well, yeah. Every episode, we'll make a graph. We'll discuss it during the. We're gonna pull back the curtain. There's a new bit for the podcast. We
Mhm.
can talk about the laugh cry ratio of the movie we're doing and make a little like a chart.
Yep,
And then
yep,
maybe even like get a little meme and like always make like I'll be there making a chart about what the laugh cry ratio is. We can always say like what another chart is like for
Yes.
for last week's episode. It could be like a pie chart, and
Mhm.
it's 98% of it's depression, and then the 2% of it is like maybe loves his sister, right? Like that's funny. That's great,
Okay. Uh-huh.
right? Like that's what that show was for me.
That's a lot. We're going to make a pie chart for every episode now.
Yeah, I'm sure there's an app that mostly does the work for us.
That's true. Piecharts.com. Check it out. Not a sponsor.
I'll look at it right now. Hold on. Pie charts. Make a pie chart. Make a pie chart.
Oh, no.
Boom.
If you go, what's piecharts.com?
Create a pie chart.
It's very different.
I like my computer.
It might be porn.
Oh my goodness! I can make a 3D pie chart, a gradient pie chart. Like, dude, easy.
It's pretty good.
30, 70. What's crying? What's humor?
You
T?
know 30 is laughing and 70 is crying. You know that, like, for certain.
Yeah, I for sure know that. But before we get to today's challenge, before we talk about any of that stuff, guys, please go ahead and leave us reviews on iTunes and Spotify. They really help the outreach of the show. Join our Patreon, and we also just dropped our Discord. So go ahead and join that Patreon. All you have to do is for $1, and you get access to the Discord, and you get access to voting on our fan
Mhm.
challenges. Marcus, what's up, my man?
Nothing much. I am out here just trying new things. I feel like
Oh my goodness.
we
like what?
talked about it off. Well, we talked about it on the podcast there, playing a little bit more chess. I've been reading a little bit more. I'm trying to. I'm seeing therapists. I've got like just fixing my mind, you know, trying to strengthen this muscle in my cranium. You know how it is. Big brains,
Guys.
beautiful boys.
Marcus, I'm gonna say what every fan is thinking right now. Tell us about chess. Are we gonna see some chess someday from you? Like, what? How is it? How is it going? How you feeling?
I'm thinking we can hop on a stream together, do some chess. I'm not there in sort of the therapeutic sense yet, where it is a relaxing game. So I just will be sitting there in silence, steaming the whole time. But if you're there with me, I think we could make something work. We could make it funny and interesting.
100%. I can colorfully commentate while you're playing. You can colorfully commentate while I'm playing.
Yes.
That sounds like a great time.
Yes.
And guys, if you want to see that, we've been trying new streams of that and Pokemon and Marvel Snap and a whole bunch of stuff over at twitch.tv/Now Try This Cast. Come and join the fun, please. It'll be, you want to see Marcus destroy Nick in chess, T. That wouldn't be too hard to happen, I'm sure.
I don't know. Who knows? You've been training. You've been. You teach chess.
Play chess.
It's part of your job.
Day.
Yeah.
Every day I am eating and breathing chess and reading chess books and trying to understand things. But I'm starting from such a lower level. So really, it's just like evening out. It's not like all this practice and stuff is making me soar above you. That's not how chess works. All this like studying and practice I'm doing is just getting me to like maybe be able to play a game up till completion.
You've been saying words and phrases, the Sicilian, all this stuff, and I was like, I don't know what you're talking about.
The Italian. I've been practicing the Italian.
The Italian.
I don't know.
Sicilian's a type of Italian.
That's not, Sicilian's a defense that's completely different.
That's true. That's true. That's true. But I don't know what any of those words mean because I just play it.
If we get to what's a reasonable goal? If we get 10 patrons on the Patreon from this episode, 10 more patrons, then you will see a tournament between Marcus and I. Because as therapeutic as it needs to be for Marcus, we'll do anything for more money. So
you know what? You know what? You know what we should do? You should give like we should do one of your. I mean, you can't really do this.
Wait, hold on. So sorry. Did you see what T just said?
What did he say?
Read what he said.
I want to see Marcus destroy Nick and chess. Make that happen. I love you both, Marcus. Bring it's like riding a bike. Bring what?
Marcus doesn't ride bikes.
I don't know how to ride bike. I know how to ride bike. I know how to ride bike. I remember.
For a long time you didn't though.
No, for a long time I didn't, and then I got a bike because someone was like, "It's like riding a bike," and I was like, "No, it's not. That phrase is wrong because you forget how to ride a bike. Because when you're a child, your body isn't 6'4". Okay."
But now you've retaught yourself how to ride a bike.
I had to relearn how to ride a bike. That shit was very hard. It sucked. I fell a lot.
I don't know if T knew that. That was very apropos. All
T's making 5 more Patreon accounts. Let's go. Okay.
Go for it, T.
Nick, what have you been trying that's new?
No, I'm so sorry. You were saying something before.
I don't remember. I was going to say, okay. I think this would kind of go against the legal policy of your current working status, but it would be fun to see, like, walk me through what teaching chess is like on Twitch or something.
Whoa.
Do a lesson.
I would
maybe I'll learn something.
Teach you. I bet nothing. Here's the thing though, right? Like being in a teaching sense always makes you the smarter one because you're the one taking a step back. So even though I'm not as good as you in chess, I bet being able to like study your game afterwards, it would be like a fruitful conversation.
100%.
Just to have someone to talk to about
100%.
Whether I'm teaching you, no, but like I'm sure that would be funny and fun. All right. So enough about chess. Marcus, you asked me if I've tried anything new. Nope. No, I did read the first couple chapters of Jujutsu Kaisen, but I haven't had a chance to read enough to
talk about
it more. But I did just buy something. It's within reach, so this is fun and exciting. I just bought RG351.
Yes, RG351, baby.
Do you have one of these?
I have also within reach. I have my RG351V, which is a different
like a Game Boy.
Yeah. It's slightly different.
This one plays up. It's supposedly able to play up to PSP and 64
nice
stuff. I booted up Sonic Adventures 2 on here. Up at the speed of sound. that shit was janky and it slowed down, and the song started going like "Waking Up Apprentice."
Oh, no.
Just because I
Oh,
wanted to see what it
no.
was capable of playing
Yeah.
a GameCube game, and it can't.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
But I bought it to play Pokemon, which I'm pretty sure once
Awesome.
I
And you can play the
load
hack
onto
ones.
here, I'll be able to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I can
that's-
play. I can play Radical Red. I can
Mhm.
play fan games, and
Yeah.
this is like the perfect way to do it.
I
This is
just
childhood.
yeah,
Play Pokemon and Game Boys. That's how you do it.
100%. I just hacked my Xbox Series S. I hate the Xbox names. I bought an Xbox Series S and then I hacked it. So now I can play anything that I want on it, basically. From the PS2 generation and before.
What stuff are you playing on there?
PS2 and GameCube mainly. It's just nice to have it all in one place, you know?
I agree.
Instead of-
I agree. I
yeah.
think that's why, the game. I want you to know. I almost said Game Gear. It's a Steam Deck, is what I was trying to say. Game Gear is not. the same.
Okay, Grandpa.
Steam Deck
Everything's
should
a
have
Game
bought the name
Boy.
Game Gear. They
Yes.
should have bought the name Game
Yes.
Gear and made it a Game Gear. That would have
Yes.
been fire. But a Steam Deck kind of system. I need all these companies to go belly up, and I need it all in one place,
Yes.
all easily. I
Yes.
turn on the thing, and I can just play whatever game I want. But
Yeah.
you know what game I do want to get? I don't know if you've gotten it yet. I don't know how you feel about this game. Metroid Prime Remastered. It sold out so quickly. I want to buy it so bad, but
Big
it's not available
L.
anywhere.
Big L's all day. Look,
Are you
I-
not a Metroid Prime guy?
I love Metroid Prime, but they didn't
One of the
do
best games
anything.
ever.
They didn't do anything. They didn't remake it. They just put it through an
Remastered.
emulator.
Better
And
textures.
it's the same thing you get by playing it on an emulator. It's the same experience, except they're making you pay $60 for it again.
Two things. One, not everybody likes the emulator thing because I can emulate here on my computer. I
Uh-huh.
don't want to play on my computer. I want to play on my couch. I want to play on my big screen TV. So, and is there a way for me to do all that? Yes, but
Yes.
it's complicated and it's annoying. Number two, I think Nintendo is paying a little attention because since it's just a remaster, it's only $40.
No. Here's my complaint. When the Wii
$40.
$40.
Charge 60. They
It's
charge
not
$40.
$40. Is it $40?
100%. Yes. Yeah. They
Okay.
shadow dropped it. Digital and physical are both $40.
But if it's not available, then you're paying eBay prices, which are eBay prices $40?
Well, I could buy it digital. That's a me thing that I want to buy
Okay.
physical, but that kind of sways you a little bit, right?
No,
A
it doesn't.
little
No, it
bit.
doesn't. Here's why. Back in the Wii era, they dropped all the games on one thing. They could have done that again. The trilogy is out. They could have charged you $40 and given you all three games.
Mhm.
Tell me I'm wrong.
You are wrong because that was just an HD up thing, whatever, of the game.
And what's this?
They have
This is an HD
remastered it.
The
No, it's
remaster
not.
is an HD up thing. Remake.
No, it's not.
remake.
They redid no. When you remaster, you retexture stuff. It's a remaster. It's Last of Us. When they did Last of Us, they did a Last of Us HD on PC and shit, and then they did a Last of Us remaster where they went in and textures were changed, graphics were different. That's what they did.
No, it's
Right?
different. It's different. It's different. One
It's
is a
probably
lot
somewhere
more
in
work,
between the two,
and
right?
one is
It's
just
probably in between the two.
one is a lot more work, and one is an emulator upscaling things. Nintendo does an emulator upscaling things, and The Last of Us, they did a lot more work to redo the coding
That
and
one
things
isn't
like
a fair
that.
comparison because that
Yeah,
one
yeah,
they
yeah.
really up
Yeah,
that one.
yeah,
They
yeah, yeah.
changed that one.
Yeah.
I know it's not to that level, but it's not just an HD. I think they did I haven't bought it. I haven't played it. I'm excited to. I will be the judge of it. Once I play it on a Switch on a
Mhm.
big screen TV,
Mhm.
if it feels like I just want it to feel like a low end Switch game and not like I'm playing GameCube on my TV. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
look,
that's enough for me.
I respect that, and I'm gonna just pull it back, dial it back a little bit, and just say, look, I respect it. I don't want to yuck anyone's yum. If you enjoy this kind of thing, I think it's great. But I think Nintendo gets by with bare minimum a lot, and it kind of is
They
upsetting
do.
me more and
They
more.
do. I completely agree with you. But here's the thing. You know what's funny? I bet this game, this remastered, looks just as good as Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. And I don't know if that's a pro or if that's a con or what that's saying, but I'm sure it looks
That's
right
a
at that level.
bad thing. That means, you know why? Because that generation looks like a GameCube game.
It really
Pull up
does. It really
Pokemon
does.
Coliseum. put it right next to that game, it's the same.
You know what the problem is over there? You would know better than me, but the way Nintendo does things with all these little studios, there's just no consistency, right?
Mhm,
Because
mhm.
Lexi is right now playing through Breath of the Wild for the first time. She's loving it. Honestly, she's a little too obsessed. I got home from work and she's like, "Hey, babe," and she has the map on the floor and the hardcover book next to her, and she's playing. And I was like, "How your day?" And she's like, "Fine," not looking up from her game. Gamer girl, come on, obsessed. But as I've been watching her play this game, it looks fantastic.
Mhm.
It looks way better than Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. That's a Wii U game,
Yep. Yep.
which everyone forgets when they talk about it, but it looks great.
Yeah.
They push that right up to the envelope of what they could do, painstaking care, and they try to make as much. There's voice acting in this Zelda
Mhm,
game. When
mhm.
some of these characters are talking, I was like, there's voice acting
I
in this
know.
Wii U game?
Yeah.
And we can't get our rival in Pokemon to say a couple words to
Nope.
us?
Nope.
It's just a consistency thing across
It's
all
annoying.
of Nintendo.
It's
Everything
annoying.
looks so different.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like the same system at all.
Mm-mm. I think
If we ever
Pokemon
do
is
get a
much worse.
Switch Pro, that's what I want. Just give us like a level of consistency, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
The same thing happens on the other systems, but it feels different because there's third parties going on to those.
Well, the other
systems, right?
systems, it's like it's different. It's a lot more different variation in studios. And
Yeah.
there's a lot of
But-
those games too. You can also just play on your PC, and there's a lot more graphical
Exactly.
control depending on where you're playing it as well. But
Yeah.
here, it's whatever.
And you also expect it, right? Like if I'm playing their new Gears of War, their new God of War game, I'm expecting a PlayStation 4 or 5 level thing
Mhm.
because it's like the thing. But if we're playing, what's the zombie game we've been playing? What's it called?
Back for Blood.
Back for Blood. It looks exactly how I want it to look.
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
it's perfect.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
fine.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what I expect from it.
Yeah.
But the problem is that Nintendo, everything has the moniker of Nintendo, even though I probably should be thinking of
Yeah.
it like different
Well,
studios.
no,
You don't.
You don't. Well, because Nintendo makes like 6 games. That's the difference too, right? Like Back for Blood isn't an exclusive to PlayStation.
Yeah, that's
the
what I'm
6
saying.
PlayStation exclusives all look beautiful. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
well, the 6 exclusive Nintendos do not all look good.
Exactly, which sucks.
That's right.
Exactly,
Yeah,
you're
we're on the
right.
same page.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Sorry, that was
I'm excited to play.
that was
Metroid Prime, 'cause
Nintendo talk.
I haven't played. That's fine. We'll get clicks. Well, let's keep talking Nintendo. We'll get clicks on this for just Nintendo talk. That's fine.
Fair.
We'll start a Nintendo podcast. We'll go talk to Woods and collab. It'd be great. I love it. I love that guy. Go check out his stuff.
Beat 'em ups. Is
Yeah,
this
beat 'em
channel?
ups. Yeah, love that dude. But like, I haven't played Metroid Prime since GameCube because I didn't have a Wii or a Wii U. I never played Prime 3,
Mhm.
and Prime 1 and 2 are like my freaking jam,
Mhm.
man. I played those so much. You know what's really funny? This is just a small anecdote, and then I'll move on. I beat Prime. I beat the game. When I
Okay.
got number 2, I got the book, the guide, played through it, and in that game, to get the ending, you have to scan things. That's like the gimmick of the game. It's like Arkham Asylum's detective mode-ish kind
Oh,
of thing.
okay. Yeah,
You
yeah,
have
yeah.
to like scan everything. And the way to get the secret ending in Metroid Prime 2 is you have to scan everything. I painstakingly, bit by bit by bit, scanned every single thing following the guidebook. I got all the way up to the last Metroid, the end boss, and I realized I'm at 99%. And I'm like, hold on, how am I at 99%? I thought I scanned everything. I went back and looked. There was one moment where some goblin guys went into a ballista, and when it's in the ballista, you can scan it and it says goblin in ballista. You have to scan that the first time you enter that situation. Now I'm at the end of the game. The goblins won't respawn, so I have yet to beat Metroid Prime 2 because I'm so upset
Oh
I didn't
my
get that
god.
one scan.
Oh my god. Speaking of,
I have no idea how it ends.
we got to talk about Perfect Match. I just realized it's been like a half hour. But also, Resident Evil 4, remember that was a challenge that haunted you? They're remaking that.
Yeah.
So,
See, that seems fun. A remake?
yeah, they're
I'll
remaking
play
it.
a remake. I'll play a
Seems good.
remake of that game.
So maybe
'Cause
we'll
that
live stream
game-
it. Maybe it won't be a challenge, but maybe we could play it together.
Ooh,
Live
that
stream
sounds
it.
really fun. My only problem was the gameplay. It was just an old game, and I felt it. That was my only complaint when we reviewed it.
It's the perfect game. It's the
Oh my
perfect
goodness, it's
game.
not. It's janky. It's
It's
so
the
janky.
perfect
It
game.
plays like an old game.
It plays like the perfect game. If you imagine the
Go
perfect
listen to
game,
our Resident
that's
Evil
how
4.
it plays.
Go watch our Resident Evil 4 episode because that is not the take I had.
Friends get together so they can try things. How about it? It's podcast so that you can try things. Now we will stop singing.